Afreilich Purim, Chullin Daf, Kuf Yudalid. Yesterday we had the Machlekes Rabami and Ravasi regarding a case where somebody cooked a piece of fat, the chaylev, together with basar b'chalav. Are you over one isur, no isurim? Says the Gemara, there's three ways to view the Machlekes. Either everybody agrees, ein isur chal isur, and therefore you cannot apply the isur basar b'chalav on top of the isur of chaylev, and therefore on the isur of basar b'chalav you're not going to be over at all on the achila. But perhaps the Machlekes is on the cooking. Look, at the end of the day, you cooked basar b'chalav. There is no isser to cook chaylev. There's only an isser to cook chalav. So you're over one isser. The other man says, no, you're not over any. Why? Because one is dependent on the other. The cooking is dependent on eating. And since you're not over on basar b'chalav for eating, so you're not over for cooking as well. Or the way you can view the machlekes is, everybody agrees that you're chayiv on cooking. Why? Because at least you're chayiv on one. The machlekes is on the achila, whether or not achila is similar to bishul. Just like bishul, you are over, so maybe here also. Or, no, you're not over on achila because ein isra chal isra, you only chayiv on the chaylev and not on the basar b'chalav. Or perhaps there's no machlekes at all. They both agreed to the same things, just one was talking about one thing, one was talking about the other thing. When one said you get malchus, he was talking about the chaylev, and the other one said you're not. He was talking about bishul, you get malchus, and the other one said you don't get malchus, he was talking about the achila. So it comes out though the Rabami and Ravasi hold that ein isur chal al isur. So what do we do with the Gemara that says that if you take a piece of pigul, the kohen had a bad thought, he was thinking about eating it chutz l'zman, chutz l'makom, if you eat that piece of meat, you're chayiv kares. And then he went and he cooked it with milk, you added another isur. So the Brisa says that you're chayiv on that isur. Obviously it's not going according to Rabami and Ravasi who hold ein isur chal al isur. If you were to cook milk together with bones, sinews, hooves, karnayim, horns, that's all disgusting stuff. It's not meat. Memela, you're not chayiv for basar b'chalav. What about what the Gemara calls mei chalav? It's the clear liquid that flows to the top of the milk. We call it in English whey. So really, whey is milchiks for all halachas. Just in terms of basar b'chalav, the bishul says the Gemara you're not chayiv on because that's not the way it came out. And this would be a right to Rish Lakish who holds that when it comes to being machshir food, l'kabel tumah, whey is something that will be machshir l'kabel tumah, but that's it, not for basar b'chalav. We'll just say a couple of short halachas as a hagdama to the next sugya. A goat is asur to shecht on the same day as its mother, oisiv is benoi. It's asur to mate a goat with sheep or cow, and it doesn't go in lis aser. Now the Gemara says there's three psukim that says by chalav. It says lis vashgli b'chalev 3 times. Now we're going to go to another drasha different than what we had yesterday. The first drasha is to tell us about the goat itself, that a goat is also to cook with the milk. And this Mandamar holds that the goat, and it's only the goat. Not like we said yesterday, goat includes everything, and then the psukim come to exclude other stuff. Over here, it doesn't include anything. It's just the goat and not a cow. And you could learn from that one pasuk to be made a zachar and a shchuta, a dead animal that has milk, and a tamei animal. What do you do with the second b'chalev imoy? So the Gemara says the second one comes to be marba, a cow. I wouldn't know from the first one. I needed for a cow. And you can't learn a kavachomer, a cow from a goat. That what? You're going to say that a goat is mutter to be mated with her own son, yet her milk is usher to cook with her sons. A cow that's usher to mate with a goat, so certainly her milk should be usher. And another Gemara says, well, there's a chumrah that a goat doesn't, that a cow doesn't have, a goat has and a cow doesn't have, and that is that you cannot shecht it in the same day. Oisiv is benoi. Says the Gemara that there's a term called achoisi agdoila, achoisi ktana, an older sister and a younger sister. One pshat in Rashi is that we're referring to the older sister is a larger cow and the younger sister is a sheep. Rashi doesn't like that pshat. He goes away from that pshat. He says the pshat is a goat's older sister that you took meiser from versus a younger one that is in the same year. You can take meiser from both of them. So you learn an older sister, younger sister from a tzad shavar from a mother. The third chalev imoy comes to be marba, that you're not allowed to cook a goat herself with her own milk. In other words, if you took the milk out while she was still alive, and you shechted her, and then you want to cook her meat with her own milk, that you need a separate pasuk. The Gemara says, I can't learn out a kavachomer from two goat brothers, etc., etc. Because it's Purim, it's a tainus today. I have to run to Megillah. We will shorten and not go into all the kavachomers here. There's a svara here of two gufim versus one guf. Two brothers that you could shecht on the same day are two gufim versus the mother and her milk. Gemara goes into a sugya of a horse that's a son of another horse who's a brother of a mule. A whole sugya, we will spare it for today. Rav Ashi says that the achila, to eat basar b'chalav, he learns it out from another way. We learned it out from the three psukim anew. The Gemara is now going to bring a bunch of different ways to learn basar b'chalav. It says in the pasuk, lo yisoichal kol te'eva. You're not allowed to eat anything that's disgusting. So anything that you're not allowed to eat becomes disgusting. In other words, since the Torah says you're not allowed to eat basar b'chalav, so therefore you're not allowed to cook basar b'chalav. If you cook it, then the achila is a te'eva, and the hana, even benefiting from it, is a te'eva. And how do I know that you're not allowed to benefit from it? Because it says in the pasuk, anytime it says lo yoichal, lo yisoichal, and lo yisoichlu, is mashma isra hana until the Torah tells us specifically that you're allowed to have hana from it, such as by nevela, where the Torah says you're allowed to have hana from it. Now there's a famous machlokes between Rameir and Yehuda that says in the pasuk that if you have a nevela, you should give it to the ger, sell it to the goy. So Rameir says that it's either or. In other words, you could give it to the goy and sell it to the ger. You could reverse it. And the reason why the Torah says "oi" is to say it's better to give it to the ger toishav. And Rabbi Yehuda says no. The Torah is very specific. You have to sell it to the guy and give it to the ger. You cannot sell it to a ger or give it to a guy. And the reason why the Torah says "oi" is to say that it comes first to give to the ger toishav. It's a mitzvah to be mechaya. You have a tzivui to give money to the ger, so maybe you should give him your nevela first. Have a wonderful Purim, and I will see you in a better state of mind. Zayik Gesund.